Hey, what's up? Basketballer here. We are now on the second game or second prediction for this January 8, 2022 NBA game day. This is the game between New York Knicks with a record of 19 and 20 visiting the Boston Celtics with a record of 18 and 21. This one will be played at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. And before we proceed, I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Basketballer. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on the bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. By the way, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings first for these two teams. The New York Knicks, they are at number 10 in the East. For their last 10 games, they have won 6, and approaching this game, they are on back to back wins. Now, Boston Celtics is right behind him at number 11. For their last 10 games, they have only won 4 games, so there's some inconsistency for Boston right there. And sadly, approaching this game, they are on 2-game losing streak. All right, Boston Celtics, they will be at home, so they will be enjoying the home court advantage. For the momentum, we got to give it to New York Knicks, man, because they just won the previous game, and you know what happened in that game, right? That was against the same team, Boston Celtics. But not only that, they are on back-to-back wins approaching this game. So yeah, it has to be New York. For fatigue factor, both teams actually rested last night, so let's skip that one. For the injury list. Here we go. For Boston Celtics, it seems like they are the healthier team because I can only see 2 players out for them, and that's Thomas and Pritchard. Now for New York Knicks, although New York Knicks they got an improved health list, so to speak, because it is now down. I can only see 4 players now in the list. Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker are the ones ruled out for the game. And for Nerlens Noel and Evan Fournier, they are the ones who are on game time decision. So we gotta wait for us to learn whether they would be suiting up for the game or not. Okay. Hmm. I hope you actually watched the last game that these two had. Man, the New York Knicks were being embarrassed in front of their home crowd, and inside MSG, they're getting booed, man. They're getting booed big time. And it just so happened that Evan Fournier actually got into a groove, and it's not like it just so happened that Evan Fournier actually got into a groove. Evan Fournier, man, he's actually doing great whenever he is going against the Boston Celtics, man. Ever since the Boston Celtics refused to re-sign him, and then he joined the New York Knicks. Whenever the Knicks go up against Boston Celtics, man, Evan Fournier is on fire. You can check the numbers, man, but Evan Fournier is actually averaging 35 points a game on those 3 times that New York and Boston Celtics actually battled. And Evan Fournier was the key, was the key reason as to why the New York Knicks was actually able to do a comeback, and it was R.J. Barrett who actually closed the game with that open the bank 3-point shot in the right wing. Okay, it's the spread by the way is -7 Boston Celtics. Normally, the other team or the opposing team would actually get the win, especially Boston Celtics. They have to be what you call this. They have to be motivated to do some sort of revenge on New York Knicks because man, that was embarrassing. What happened, man? You're up 20 plus points, man. You should. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but for sure they were embarrassed. For sure they were hitting on themselves. They were hitting on their heads and what happened. And I'm pretty sure that they would actually want to take home the W on this game. Now I gotta admit, with Boston Celtics having their big three again, Brown, Smart, and Tatum, it's very doable for them. And I have to agree, even though I'm a New York Knicks fan, that highly likely it would be Boston Celtics who would actually take home the W on this game. But considering the spread, I'm gonna side with New York Knicks. I think Boston Celtics, yes, may win the game, but I don't think it will be like a blowout win, like a 20-point win or something. Plus 7.5 is just too much, man, for Boston Celtics for me. To just to cover, especially New York Knicks got the momentum. So I'm gonna side with New York Knicks plus 7.5, and I also expect Nerlens Noel to be here. So that's additional, that's an additional reason for me to side with New York Knicks. But I'm a New York Knicks fan. But yeah, I mean it's a plus 7.5, so it's just too big, really, for me, for Boston Celtics to cover. Knicks plus 7.5. New York Knicks plus 7.5. Peace out, pass your love, and God bless.